George and Zubats inside at the 4 and the 5. Money out there. They've got Martin. Josh Hart out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Winslow and it's Holloway at center. And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. So we're looking at teams. The new system.
You know, it depends, Kevin. Whether you have veteran players on your team, it's a familiar system you guys have seen before. Young squads, they take a little bit more time to get up to speed. It may take till the All-Star break or so.
Here's Money coming off a solid outing against Denver. Hits the three-point bomb.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Lillard left side. Powell with the steal. Pass to Ortiz. Puts up a three. And another three for the Clippers.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set them up.
Pass to Holloway. Back to Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Lillard is capable of getting up to slam it home. You better keep him out of the paint.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Money. He's got 6. Took him no time at all on that one. Money's got 9.
Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
Lillard with it. George picks him up. And the dunk by Winslow.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Here's Powell.
Yeah, whether it's on the court or in the booth, Dame Lillard will face the fire and compete. And watch what
it was a bad choice on that possession.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And there have always been those opponents, Chris, you don't want to fire up. I think Lillard is in that category, right?
They say don't poke the bear. He's not the loudest, but he will answer. Better put some respect on it.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. From downtown, drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 12.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Now, here's Hart. He's tightly guarded. At the elbow, it's Winslow. 5 on the clock. Lillard, the pass to Hart. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
A lot of shooting is confidence, and there, Hart showing plenty of it with his rise and fire.
Here's Leonard, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And Los Angeles with some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubats. Robinson comes in for George. Mann subbed in for Powell. Now, here's Lillard. 25 points last game.
And once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
Here's Money, covered by Lillard. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Knocks down the 3 ball. 15 points for Money.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
The basket looks as big as the ocean right now. I mean, that's how easy he's making it look.
Now, here's Lillard. And there it is for him.
And look at that. The touch of Lillard inside. So impressive. He's terrific at generating points.
Here's Money, covered by Lillard. Fires the 3, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's one. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the games. And then Lillard slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Money. He's got 18. Rebound by Johnson.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Money, covered by Lillard. Lets the 3 fly, and he drills it. Beautiful release there from Ortiz. Money's got 21.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Oh, yeah, they certainly found something along the perimeter. Just an onslaught of 3-point bombs.
And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Man, you see this so often. Leagues wide. Ended the period with a 3-point attempt.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We come back right after this. Now with the talent around him, Damian Lillard able to play off the ball.
Getting the ball later in possessions when the defense.
Damian Lillard, Greg, accustomed to making shots with the clock winding down.
They have a phrase for it. Whether the defense is locked in or not, that clock is ticking down to Dame time.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early. Aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got DeMarcus Cousins. Kennard is out there with Money. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Man in at the 3. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Nuggets delivered quite a performance. He tallied 50 points, and he was really dialed in from three-point land, making a lot of long ones. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
I think he will, because he takes being a leader seriously, and it shows in how he approaches things at both ends of the floor.
Here's Lozada. And so many teams looking to space the floor. Greg, how many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter, keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot, man, that puts even more pressure on the defense.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. We've seen Money really having a great game.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you just ask him then to drop another triple on you.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. Right back after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
We've got Damian Lillard. Martin is out there with Justice Winslow. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Holloway at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Well, we talk about the clutch scoring of Damian Lillard. I'll put it in black and white. Since he entered the league in 2012, nobody has more makes in the last 20 seconds of a game to tie or go ahead. Nobody.
The shot's good from Ortiz.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off. The D is struggling to keep up.
Lillard, the pass to Winslow. Back to Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Martin with the bucket. And the list of players with multiple series-clinching buzzer beaters in the playoffs. Michael Jordan and Damian Lillard.
And with a little bon voyage wave of the hand for good measure, Dame time is as real as it gets.
Here's Money. Portland knocking down that triple moments ago. And he's good on the 3-ball.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
To the paint, stolen by Winslow. Here's Hart. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Hart's got 7.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
3-pointer. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
But they've got this lead because he's at the top of his game. He has been the story.
Inside, here's Lillard, and he uses the glass on the layup. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Powell, the pass to George, and he banks in the layup.
They made the most of their halftime adjustments. They're shooting 80% so far in the second half.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Lillard with the bucket.
His shooting has been the bright spot for them. Otherwise, they struggle as a whole.
Here's Money, covered by Lillard. No good from Ortiz. Trailblazers trail by 11. Martin, the pass to Winslow. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. The shot's good from Ortiz.
He's doing it all for them tonight. Amazing how many of their points come straight from him.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Clippers also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Mann comes in for George. And it's Luke Kennard in for Powell. Here's Warren on the wing. Pass to Watford. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lozada. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 17 points was their biggest margin. The shot's good from Kennard. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the defensive player of the year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Ortiz. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Warren with the ball. The pass to Little. Now here's Johnson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. And the first one at the line is good. And Johnson drops them both. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Ortiz. And it's Portland with the rebound. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game. And they need to avoid that.
Here's Lozada. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Warren the pass to Lozada. Warren trying to break loose. Hits it from three-point range. Lozada's got his second basket of the night. Clippers leading by 12. Here's Money, and he's got 41. Now here's Johnson. Over Kennard. Can't nail the jumper. And here at the end of the third quarter is a double-digit ball game. Clippers ahead, up by 12. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Trailblazers trail by 12. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Kennard is out there with Money. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Robinson, and it's man in at the power forward position. Johnson outside. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Clippers shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. And that one drops for him. Robinson's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Los Angeles. Portland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Now here's Johnson. Tight defense on him. Another shot. A three from Warren. Portland no good that time either.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Good. Another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. We've seen Money really having a great game.
He's been a thorn in their side all game. They'll probably use this timeout to change up their D. The system there right now, it just isn't getting it done.
Both teams deciding to change it up. One minute now into this fourth quarter. Little dishes to Lillard. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half. Clippers leading by 15. Here's Money. Fires for 3. Holloway grabs the board. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Little. Some solid defense from Robinson.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Here's Money. Dishes to Robinson. Shoots it. Just fine to shoot. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, that's just the mentality you need to have. Not wanting to give the opposition any hope of clawing back into this.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Here's Money. Puts it up. Again, Los Angeles.
A big night for him. Most points in the game, and they just cannot figure out a way to stop him.
Now, here's Lillard, defended by Ortiz. Yep, that one goes. 26 points for Lillard.
And we're seeing the very best of Lillard tonight. I mean, he's a Swiss Army knife of an offensive player. I mean, he's got a tool for every job.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
And here's Little, following the three from Ortiz. Nobody near Lillard, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Lillard's got 9 points now in the quarter. Here's Powell. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Ortiz, and again for three. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and another three for Portland.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Los Angeles.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again. And that
Timeout.
did work.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And against a conference opponent, always first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge. And what a huge standout performance it was for money.
I mean, he had a plan for how to attack the D. He executed and never let up. Relentless offensive basketball.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. It's really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.